Collage with plastic grapes. Collapsed brick stone hedge. Druidic true lies. Lies on cloth-covered table. Orange, onion, flowers, and garlic. Where reality is illusion is the reality. And on the surface, plastic, purple grapes lie. Lies still. Still life is good and full of color.
I don't think we're going to be able to use any of this.
What helps you cope?
What helps me cope? I don't know, trying to laugh at the whole thing. I know some of my poetry is rather nonsensical and meaningless.
The White House. When the roof leaks sunshine, negative space becomes positive, and all is bright. Van Gogh's primitive colors and thick lines, now elongated, turn shadows into light.
In Amy's case, initially, she was very much rejected because she was different. And perhaps it was the age that she was at, but she definitely was rejected. And the little fighter that she was, she would fight back and got herself alienated from her older classmates. But gee, she had started class a year earlier because we thought she would lose all her hearing and would only be able to read. So we taught her to read sooner. But eventually, she's learned to overcome it, and I think she has a lot of friends. And currently, she's a social chairman of her sorority. In your case, though, I think the friends that you've had have been there have been a few friends that have sort of stayed with you over the time, but the majority of them have disappeared, and it's been hard for you to find new ones.
Shopping for jewels. Visitors rarely visit, disability being too chronic for contemporary tastes. So you venture out in your wheelchair, dressed in pink, with a white bandana-wrapped hat, to the outdoor market, looking for gems of conversation among the vendors, while others look on. She says they stole several pieces, do it in groups. One distracts, others remove jewelry. You, muse, no longer come in groups. MS took my piece, distracted me from living. I want to steal my life back. Diamond. Why?
That's why.
Why not?
That's good.
Tie the knot.
I love you too.
That binds in sickness and in health. Helps us see when blind to forest and to trees.
And you're my soulmate.
Creates meaning from drips and spatters.
You're my soulmate too, sweetie.
Holds our hands when we walk through shadows. Lies with us. to another realm that brings us to the shadow side of ourselves.
Like a diamond shining in the light, its many facets reflect back to us unknown dimensions of ourselves. Love.
Little Pointers. You were there on my back doorstep, did not move when I approached. So I picked you up in my winter gloves, brought you to the warmth inside. You sat motionless in my hand, looked at me knowingly. We took your picture with Freddie, who, almost blind, got to point like the bigger dogs. I told Diane this bird must be a good omen, coming the day before my one-man show. I exhibited 78 paintings from a lifetime of work. Many came to the show, but none sold that night. The next week I gave a poetry reading to a small gathering, took the chance to tell our story in poems with paintings. Let them here bear the anguish of living with disability, Diane's attempt to sing in her birdcage, Amy's tilting to the left to listen, sensory mirror to Freddie, who barely sees with his right eye. Today one painting sold. As I tried to sleep, I pondered the meaning of the last several days. Was it selling, sharing, or trying to make lemonade when you can't even find the sugar? I thought of the little bird who came to our crankin' house at 1709 Hillside, who seemed to know this was the place to come. This little bird sat upon my fingers, still as a monk, till I put it down outside. To my surprise, it flew up into our tree that is braced against the wind and emerges through a hole in our deck. I then realized all this was not the point.